Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, welcome to the premiere. I haven't done a premiere for, well, some time. I'm just going to do a recap, just in case anybody only ever watches my premieres and they're not up to speed with the other videos. Just had a wash and getting hair in my face or something. So yeah, a 2-minute recap. Basically what happened this year was an awful year, really. I woke up about 1:30 in the morning, somewhere in January, and I was vomiting up blood. Lots of it, lots and lots of it. Called 999, I had to call them twice, 50 minutes apart, 50, that's nearly an hour, so they turned up the second time. Rushed me to the hospital, and the hospital didn't seem to be very interested. They shoved me from ward to ward to ward to ward, and I got worse and worse and worse. I got so that I couldn't even get out of bed. Couldn't stand, I was dizzy, I was just losing blood all the time. Anyway, eventually something happened, and they kicked into action, and there we go, just moved the mic. And they gave me a load of drips and medication and injections and things like that, and they saved my life. So that was great. However, they gave me COVID. So there is a downside to having your life saved in hospital. They seriously did. I had a test when I went in, and I was negative, clear. 4 days later, another test, and the 5th day, I believe it was, the nurse came to tell me the good news that I've got COVID. That really impacted in my lungs. If you remember back, or if you don't know, if you're only watching the premiere, then this is new to you, but I could only breathe about 5% of my lungs. It was absolutely awful. Not only that, I was piping hot, my temperature was just crazy, felt very, very unwell, but they released me from hospital. They shouldn't have, but they did, and I came home and I was really, really ill for a number of weeks, seriously ill. But whatever, it is what it is. And you slowly start getting over things. But they said to me, we're going to release you, but treat you as an outpatient. That involved lots of different things, CT scans, etc., etc. And on one of the things, which was I believe they call it an endoscopy. Basically, it's a camera. They shove it up your bum. And they did that, called me into a little side room, and they said, you've got cancer. Basically, it was as simple as that, bowel cancer. So they arranged an operation, which was cancelled. The second operation went ahead, and I got a phone call just a few days later, well, probably a week or so later, saying that it was a curative operation. Curative means there's no follow-up. It's done. It's done and dusted. And what they did, the one tube, they took the cancer out, and they cut that, took the cancer out, and stitched that to that, and we're good to go. So I don't need a stoma, which is a bag that sits on the outside of the stomach. I don't need anything like that. All I've got to do is be very careful for a few weeks, really, and mind what I do, mind what I eat, sleep a lot because I'm very tired, and just look after myself. So I've been doing all that. So that, in a nutshell, has been the year. Crazy old year, but it's ended really, really well, obviously. It ended with the best possible news I could ever have. So that's fantastic. So that's, in a nutshell. In a nutshell. There's been lots of things happen this year. As you know, it's really spiked my anxiety. And really that was the hospital's fault. But I'll deal with that at some other stage. I've said that before, but I will. Oh, and there's been other things really that's happened during the year, difficult times and what have you. But it's just been one of those years for me. I think occasionally we do have bad years, I think, for whatever reason we do. And perhaps if that's the case, then we have a good year next year, perhaps, So let's hope so. I was supposed to be going on a little mini tour really this year, this 2020 year, in August. And obviously being diagnosed with bowel cancer, you've got to knock that on the head, because I didn't know when the operation was going to be, and I didn't know how I was going to be after. I didn't even know if I was going to survive, if I'm honest, But anyway, I have, so that's great. And then I thought, well, maybe go in the autumn time. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Go and see certain friends and what have you. But I'm not well enough really to do that, and I still can't drive at the moment, and various other things. So it's best just to get well, just to knock this year on its head and say, sod it, I told you, sod it. And come back fighting fit in the new year. So I now plan on doing what I was going to do in the August in 2021 in March. So I need to contact a lot of people and say, I'll be on my way. Is it okay? Yeah, so that was a shame really, that I kind of worked all this planning out and what have you, and obviously couldn't do it. But your health comes first, and even now my health is coming first, which is why I'm not trying to struggle on to drive to go and see people or do whatever. I'm just taking it easy. I'm listening to my body, and I'm doing what I need to be doing, and what I need to be doing seems to be working, because I feel pretty good most of the time. Yes, I am tired. I'm not eating as much as I was, hence the weight loss. Do you want to see? There we go. Well, that's it. Look a little bit fat there, but yeah, so they weighed me in hospital. I was 18 stone 6. I'm normally between 18 and 19 stone or waver. It's kind of my happy weight really, although it's a bit fat, but it's my happy weight. So 18 to 19 stone. And I weighed myself just a couple of days ago. Me and my friend Funky Flunky were talking about my weight loss, and he said, what do you weigh? I said, I've no idea. But I got scales in the bathroom, so I got them out, and I thought I'll go and weigh my feet. And yeah, 16 stone at the moment. So at the moment I'm making this is just the end of September, and I'm 16 stone. So this will go up the 20 something or other of October. So I'll weigh myself just before, and we'll see if there's any more weight loss or weight gain. Who knows? And see how we're doing. But yeah, so whatever I'm doing it right, because I'm doing it pretty good. Just slowly but surely, and I'm playing BALL in the garden, and I walk from whip to whip, so side to side. So I kick the ball, and then I walk that side, and then kick the ball, and it's only 10-15 steps, but I do that again and again and again and again like that. So that's my kind of exercise, and I do that a couple of times a day, maybe 3, maybe even 4, depends on how I feel. So that's building my strength up really, and also probably giving me a little bit more of an appetite, because I didn't have much of an appetite. Again, I was telling Funky Flunky that my main meal, about 3 days after the operation, you'd never believe it, but it was a jelly, a little pot of jelly, like strawberry jelly or whatever. And I thought, my God, is that it? But anyway, that filled me up. That really did. So they do know their stuff. Then in the evening, they came along with an ice cream, but it was a tiny, about half an inch, and then round, a little thing, I don't know. But again, that filled me up. So, like I say, they do know their stuff, and you've got to be very careful. You've got to eat. I referred to it as children's party foods, because there was jellies and ice cream and custards and soft little things, But like I say, it works, so that's great. My diet has now changed since I've been at home, and I can eat all sorts really. I did a couple of days ago, I did steak and chips and sweet corn. I love my sweet corn. So I had a whole tin of sweet corn with butter on it, which was lovely. Just a couple of chips, about 4 or 5 chips. And I had my steak, and I ate most of my steak. I think I ate probably half the chips, and I ate all the sweet corn, so that's really good. Okay, so that's just a quick introduction, and we'll be back. I'll put little bits on and then stitch it all together, and then, hey presto, we have a premiere. Hope everybody's okay. I am doing fine. Thank you. Cheers. Hello. Yes, I am fully aware in the first part of the video that I got all the years wrong, fully aware. You know what happens, your brain just disappears on you sometimes. It's funny really actually, because 2020, I don't know, it's a funny time really, or was a funny time. Obviously because of all the lockdowns, the COVID and all the rest of it, you got 2020, so you should be able to remember that quite easily. But for some reason I just get 2020 and 2021 mixed up, and I don't know why. Even now, here we are, like October of 2021, and I still call it 2020. So yeah, I am fully aware. Anyway, it's a beautiful, glorious day. I said I would show you this pond. There you go. So this painting went up the end of September. I just added I was going to add a duck, and I added a geese or goose instead because I just wanted the size. So yeah, much better. Anyway, so all is well, or reasonably well. I've had a lot of pain the last couple of days really, but I think that's probably pushing myself a little bit. I had an appointment at the hospital, and that involved quite a lot of walking and getting on and off of beds that are probably too high and what have you. And somewhere along the line I pulled something, and it's been very painful for a few days, but it's easier today, much easier. So it's leaving me, so it's all good really. Okay, so in this premiere I want to try and get out, if I can, to some woods or some trees or somewhere, because I've been stuck in for a while. So it would be nice really, but we'll wait and see. Okay, so I'll be back in a bit. Cheers. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sky. Wonderful. It's a bit blowy, which is why I'm holding the mic. But wow. Very blessed. It's good for the old vitamin D. Good to get outside if you can. Yeah, I'm loving it. I've got the moon up there still. Beautiful. Well, I've come out to get the sunset, but it's hiding behind the tree. Glorious. Hello. God, we still miss Lemmy, don't we, eh? Okay, got some good news. I'm just back from the hospital, or not long back, and it's my first checkup, so 6 weeks, believe it or not. I'm as I'm making this, it's 5 weeks that I came out of hospital. So I am doing very well. But it's 6 weeks, obviously, since the surgery. So you have to go in for a 6-week, just a checkup, just a bit of a chat and what have you, really. Then the appointments after will be every 6 months, but there'd be telephone appointments, apart from bloods. So I'll have to have some bloods taken wherever, either the hospital or my doctors, get that sent off, and then they can ring me with the results, basically. The results of the bloods, she did say don't worry about it too much, but if it's 5.0 or above, okay, then they send you off for more tests and what have you. They have to be a little bit careful then. But mine, right, so 5.0 or above, mine were 0.4. So whatever all that means, whatever it means, it's just fantastic. It was a lovely appointment. She was really pleased. She had a look at my scars. She said everything's healing lovely. She was pleased that I'm managing to walk a little bit, managing to eat pretty well, and just life is getting back to normal. She did say the tiredness can last a year. I was quite surprised about that because I have read on the internet that it can last 6 months. But she said I would say a year. She said everybody's different, but I would say a year. So, whatever. It is what it is. And obviously I listen to my body. I go to sleep if and when I need to, or at least I go and lay down and I just sort of rest, if and when I need to. So that's good. But she was really, really pleased with everything. No worries or anything else. She did say the term new normal. And basically, I've got a new normal the way that I go to the toilet. She said sometimes you'll be a bit, constipated, and sometimes you'll be a bit the other way. But it will just be a new normal to you. So that's fine. We'll get used to, doing things in a slightly different way or whatever. But yeah, all in all, really, really good. And I'm really pleased. So that was good. So that's the first of those appointments. I hate going to these appointments, but that's the first. I'm on a 5-year cancer pathway, it's called. And essentially what that means is every 6 months I'll have a telephone appointment, but probably yearly, I believe it is. I think she said first year, then third year, you'll have a CT scan. And then first year and 5th year, I believe she said, is the camera up the bum, which is somewhat lovely to look forward to. Not. But anyway, whatever, it is what it is. So yeah, mostly it's just telephone appointments. And that's great. Apart from getting the bloods taken, but So that's really good. I also had another appointment that maybe not so good, I don't know really, but there's nothing to worry about just yet. I had an appointment at the end of September to see a cardiologist, the consultant cardiologist. He told me stuff I already know. My left side of my heart is quite thick. So I know that anyway, and that causes things like palpitations, a thing called ectopic beats, various other things. But although there's not a lot to worry about, he said he's going to arrange for some tests. So I've got to go on a treadmill. I've got to have, unfortunately, another bloody MRI scan, but never mind. And a couple of other things. So he's going to arrange all of that and then see which way they're going to go. I believe he's leaning towards a pacemaker because he did mention a pacemaker 3 times in a sort of 10-minute conversation. So you can see where his brain is kind of at. But not necessarily so. He did mention beta blockers as well. And he also said you can have a pacemaker and beta blockers. So, lots to think about there after I get all the results in and what have you, which may take a number of months. I've no idea. But at the moment, nothing great to worry about. No great concerns there. But the main thing is really the cancer's gone, and I'm doing really, really well. And she said to me, the nurse today, she said, "You're looking really well." So that was lovely, because I think they read from a bit of a script. So they don't need to actually say, "You are looking well," or, whatever. The surgeon said to me in hospital, "You got a nice colour about you." And, so that was nice. Okay, so anyway, just thought I'd lob this little bit more onto the premiere. But all in all, things are very good. And I'm really, really pleased. It's always a bit of a trial, isn't it? It's a bit of a test. When you go into these appointments, you're never quite sure what people are going to say. And bearing in mind, I think every appointment I've ever been to is bad news. Especially this year, you go in January and you got a lung infection, so you're coughing up blood and you're vomiting up blood, and then you got COVID, and then you got cancer. Everything you go in for seems to be bad news. But to go in today and for her to say there's no real worries unless the cancer markers in the blood go up to 5.0 or higher, and I am 0.4. So, and I know I've already said that, but I'm just repeating myself, and why not? Because I can. Okay, so it's all good. I'll be back in a bit. Cheers. Be well. Ta-da. Hello again. It's a wet day. Just one of those days. But, October, got to expect it, haven't we, really? Never mind. Okay, I just want to answer a question, just one question really, in this little section. People have asked me, several people actually, over the last number of months, two questions really. Number one, am I still writing my new book? When will it be out? And number two, is my old book still available? Okay, so the old book, no, it's not available. However, if people want it or want another copy or want their first copy or whatever, please let me know as soon as possible. In fact, right now, type it in, yes please, whatever. That way I can order some more. What I don't want to be doing is over-ordering. I don't want to be ordering, I don't know, whatever, 50 copies if 5 people want a book. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so the other book. I started writing it kind of in earnest, really, at some stage, and I did pretty well. Since then, it's finding time and motivation and the right headspace to be able to do it and all the rest of it. As you know, this year's been a difficult year for me, so I really haven't found that space in my head. Not really. I do dip into it every now and then, but what I need to do is spend 2 or 3 hours really, at least, per day. That's what I need to do. Currently, I find that if I sit in any one position for too long, then I get quite a lot of pains, in my stomach area. So I don't sit for too long, but I don't lay for too long. I don't stand for too long. So it's that happy medium. It's trying to find that balance between everything. So yeah, it's kind of on the way, kind of. It hasn't come to a complete halt. So I've now done about 15 pages, I believe, something like that. I've also got, I do rough writing, really rough writing, and I've written probably another 10 pages on top of that 15. So what I now need to do is read back through what I've written, amend things, change things, add on things, take things away. If things don't sound correct, then I've got to sort that out. So you could say I've done 25 pages, but really I've done 15 pages. That's what I've done. 15 pages is sort of ready to go. So let's answer that question. It is on the way. But saying that, my last book took over 2 years. Okay, so it's not something really that we can do overnight. It's like a good painting, isn't it? You know, good painting might take best part of a week. Okay, so that's answered that. If you do want one of my old books, one of my rambling books, let me know, either now or as soon as you can, or after this video, or certainly in the next few days, and I can get some ordered for the last time. And if not, you know, if there's not enough people or whatever, then obviously I won't order, if there's one person or whatever. But yeah, so the new book, I wouldn't have a clue when it's going to be ready, but not this year. It's going to be 2022, sometime during 2022. Okay, whatever you're doing today, wrap up warm, stay dry. Yeah, October. I saw something good the other day on, I think it was on Facebook. They call it the Ber months. When we got into September, they call it the Ber months, B-E-R, because you got September, October, November, December, like that. So they're all the cold Ber months, B-E-R months. I like that. I don't know why. Okay, take care of yourselves, and be back in a bit. Cheers. Be well. Hello. Wow. Beautiful and magical. I thought I'd share this moment with you on the premiere. This moment looks like any other moment, but it's a special moment. Today is the first day since sometime before surgery, I can't remember when, that I've actually got out to the woods. I can hear the crows. It's beautiful. Not quite in autumn yet, but some of the leaves are just slowly starting to change. Oh God, I love it. Little things, little steps back into the ordinary, back into the norm, my norm. Another step in my recovery. As I'm making this, I'm 6 weeks out of hospital, and I really wanted to come to some woods somewhere, and here we are, loving it. So I just thought I'd just make a minute or two of video. Wow. It's really quite a big step for me because I've only been walking in the garden. And that's not really walking. So it's going to tire me out. But that's a good thing. Your recovery can take many different paths. And for me, listening to the crows, being with the trees, having some fresh air, just wonderful. Trying to see the crows. There you go. Don't know if you saw them. They're very vocal. So yeah, we're very happy. Okay, so if you can get outside, do get outside. It's good for the heart, the soul, the mind, the body. It's good for all those healths that I keep on about. The physical health, the mental health, the spiritual health, the emotional health. If you can, get outside and enjoy. And listen to the crows. Take care then. And be well. Ta-da. Hello. Okay, I'm just having a Slurpee and a sit down after my shower. Still early-ish, 10 o'clock in the morning. So we've got all day ahead of us, which is nice. So just a couple of quick things really. Who lost their shit over bloody Facebook being down? Good God, I can't believe it. It was down, I think, for 4 or 5 hours, something like that. I clicked on it maybe 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night. Couldn't get on it, so just turned it off. It didn't matter. Woke up in the morning, it was all back on, but there was people who have made videos saying rest in peace Facebook and apologising to their friends that they couldn't comment. You know, it's Facebook. It's the internet. The internet will go down sometimes. You know, Facebook will go down sometimes. Cheers. Piping hot. Yeah, it was quite funny really to see how people, I suppose how ingrained Facebook is, or social media, this as well, YouTube, whatever. How it's impacted in people's lives that they can't deal without it. I did get a message from somebody, bless her, saying that she wakes up in the morning, first thing she does is check Facebook. She used to wake up in the morning and have a wash and a cup of tea and a fag, she said, but now she just checks Facebook. So, you know, maybe that's what's happening in the world, I don't know. But anyway, whatever. The point of this little video, I was going to have not a rant, they call it a rant, don't they? But it is a little bit of a moan, and it's about YouTube, and it's YouTube Shorts. Who's been caught out on YouTube Shorts? just last night, right, there was an artist that I watch his videos sometimes. He hasn't been about for quite a while. Video popped up and I thought, oh, brilliant, lovely. So I clicked on it and it was about 6 seconds of him going like that. Absolutely ridiculous, pointless, but he earned money out of it, so that's great. And there was a couple of weeks ago, I think, or no, maybe about a week ago now, there was somebody else put a video up and I didn't see the word shorts because the title was too long, so the word shorts wasn't actually on my little screen. And I clicked on it and I think it was 12 seconds of nonsense, just absolute nonsense rubbish. You wouldn't want to watch it, nobody would want to watch it. But again, this person hadn't put a video out for a little while, and by the time I watched it, I think he had over 600 views, something like that, you know. And yeah, I put out what I think was a decent video, you know, walking through the woods, my first time out in quite some time, discussing various things and, you know, maybe having a laugh or showing you a bit of the countryside or whatever. And I don't know what, 200 views have I got, maybe 250, something like that. But if I was to do a short, it would probably get 700 or 800 views, but I wouldn't be doing that anyway. But yeah, what a con. It's all about revenue, it's all about the money. And clearly, YouTube, Google, and the person themselves are clearly making a lot of money out of doing nothing. Nothing at all. A short, you know, 6 seconds, 12 seconds. You know, you don't benefit from that. You don't gain anything from that whatsoever. And it's really, really frustrating if you don't either see the word short or you don't look at the time. Now I look at the time. Every single time I want to watch a video, I now look. And if it's 6 seconds or 10 seconds, then obviously I don't watch it. But I never used to do that. I used to just think, oh great, so-and-so's got a video up. I click on it and it might be 10 or 20 or 30 minutes and entertaining, interesting, whatever. But now I have to really check of what I'm doing because I don't want to push these shorts, you know what I mean? Because the more you click on it and the more you watch it, the more shorts there will be and the more people will jump on this bandwagon of these YouTube shorts. They're going to make a lot of money out of it, and for me, for the viewer, for you, I think it's frustrating, it's annoying. You know, a 6 or 7 second video, that's just absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, that's my moan, that's my rant. Not that I do really, I don't bother ranting, it's absolutely pointless. I'd rather be happy in my own little bubble really, rather than moaning and whinging and whining, particularly about something like social media, you know, the internet or Facebook or YouTube, whatever. You know, they will do whatever they do, regardless of you, me or anybody else. And there's nothing we can do really to change it apart from not promote it, not watch it, you know, not watch these shorts. Because, you know, like I say, you don't gain anything from it. Other people clearly do. But we don't, the viewer. To watch a 6 second video, why would anybody willingly, knowingly click on and watch a 6 second video and think, wow, that was really entertaining. I'm so pleased that I watched that. No, not for me. Okay. Whatever you're doing, have a lovely day, and we'll be back in a bit. Well, I'm a bit on here. Do you know what I did the other night? You will have seen this probably by the time this comes out. I made a video called The Zone back in May. And obviously, bearing in mind, I wasn't feeling very well. In fact, I didn't look very well in the video. I uploaded it, but I didn't press my button. I didn't press public. So it's been sat there as a private video since May. So yeah, a long time. But it's quite a good video, really. Yeah, I look a bit rubbish, but it's quite a good video. And I just thought, well, you might as well see it, really. So I'm going to put that up over the next couple of days. You will have seen it by the time this comes out, because this video isn't coming out until, I think it's the 28th of October. And it's only about the 10th of October now, while I'm making this. So I'll put it up in the next sort of few days. and you'll get to see it if you can be bothered. Okay, whatever you're doing, take care. Be well. Ta-da. Wow, piping hot. Glorious day. There we go. So, just going to have a little interlude, little arterlude maybe. I just got a few photos, some art, some not art, some out and about. Join us again. You've got about 3 minutes if you want to wee. Join us again and might see me outside, might see me inside, whatever. Okay, so join us in a bit. Go and have a wee. Okay, see you in a bit. Cheers. Hello, just thought I would come out for a minute and soak up this beautiful, beautiful sunset. Look at that. I'm not standing in the right place really, but it's just lovely. Look at that, the colours. It's pink, orange, peach. How beautiful. There we go, just a very quick look. Wonderful. The sky is such an amazing artist. There we go. Okay, see you in a bit. Hello. Well, we are somewhere different today. Have a look at this beautiful tree. A beautiful specimen. Look at that. Wonderful. And then just in front, we have another quite old, gnarly tree. Look at that. Beautiful. Little birds having a little play. Hello. Are you okay? Look at this. Glorious. And we've got a lovely little view through here. Look at that. How wonderful is that? Beautiful. Wow, lovely. Yeah. Bodie, please don't lick. How many times have I got to tell that boy? So yeah, just having a wander through somewhere new. And it's beautiful. It's absolutely wonderful. Bodie, hello. Hello. Come on then. Hello, my love. Yeah, I'm not sure where this leads, but every now and then we get a beautiful, beautiful little bench. Wonderful. Look at this. I don't know where it goes. So anyway, thank you for joining me on the premiere. I know it's been a long time. It's been a really long time actually. I don't know when the last one was. I would hazard a guess that it might have been May, something like that. Bodie, don't lick, good boy. You know, because I wasn't well at the time and because of the, Bodie, you're licking. Bloody hell. Because of the cancelled surgery and then the surgery proper. You know, obviously I haven't felt like doing it. It does take a long time actually to do a premiere. As you know, there's loads of little clips and what have you. Oh, it didn't go very far. We just came to the road in the end. So it was a bit boring, but it's still glorious seeing all the beautiful trees. So that's the road, just there. So we will head back. But we're going to go this way now, love. Okay. Hello, my love. Yeah, so again, thank you for joining me. I really do appreciate it. It's a lovely way of connecting with people, really. And because I've got a relatively small channel, And I kind of purposely keep it small, as you know. I never say like and subscribe and all that nonsense, because I'd rather people didn't, you know. I'd rather keep just a few people kind of watching, you know, and connecting. I just prefer it that way. So it's all good. So we're feeling pretty good. Life is good. The good gets better. Oh, look at the bark on this. Glorious. Wonderful. And we're back here. Oh, noisy old ducks today. And we've got squirrels up there. It's a big old tree for them. Beautiful. Look at that little boy, look. What a beautiful dog. I love you. Come here. Come here and say hello. Come here. Hello. Look at this boy. Come here. Come here. Come here, my love. There you are. Come here. Okay. Join me in a bit. Look at this beautiful, beautiful specimen of a tree. We were just discussing the limbs, and they must weigh tons. They must do. It's absolutely incredible. And the bark is just unreal. Hello, Bobo. Look at that. I love it. Craziness. And I think these huge limbs, where are we? Huge limbs here. Like I say, they must weigh tons, literally tons. And look how high it goes. Glorious. So here we go again. This is probably one of my favourite trees, only because it's that limb should never exist, should it really? It's just craziness. It's always about the weight. I just think of the weight, you know, hanging off of that. And it goes and goes and goes. And sadly last year, well, I presume his children, they lit a fire here. So this is all scorched and smelly and a bit black. But it survived. And it's doing really, really well. It's kind of invincible. Just craziness. There you go. So the rest of the tree, there you go. It's huge. Wonderful. Okay, so this is my favourite woods, as you know. So good to be out. It was a chilly start this morning. And I knew the sun was coming out, so I said, let's go. Make the most of it. Never know how many nice days we've got. I know this kind of September, October time has been really, really warm, strangely warm, but it could all change. I know they're on about a thing called an Indian winter. That little squirrel there, can you see him? Hello, little squirrel. Let me see if I can get him. There we go. Hello, my little fella. Are you okay? Are you okay, baby? There you go. I've got nothing for you, darling. If you're expecting some food. But you are beautiful. He's a dear little soul. And there's his friend. Hello. Are you ganging up on me? Is that what you're doing? Hello, baby. Hello, my love. Wow, you're so close to me now. Oh. Wow, they're beautiful, aren't they? Hello, my friend. Listen, I've got nothing for you. Hello, Bobo. Did you frighten some squirrels away? I thought you would. Right. Okay. Again, thank you for joining me on this premiere. There'll be a little bit more before we bring it to a close. Hope you've enjoyed the wildlife. Lovely. Cheers. Hello. Okay. We are starting to come to the end of this premiere. Getting on anyway. I just thought I'd show you a couple of little things. I've got a couple of smaller paintings, 7x5 coming up. Actually, these might be finished by the time, by the time this comes out. There we go. Just a very quick look. Okay. So just to make a change, I thought I'd do a couple of smaller ones, 7x5. While I think about it, if anybody wants a copy of this, please let me know. It's a lovely read. If you do want a copy, just say yes please, because I can order these now-ish and they will be about a month, sometimes 6 weeks, so they will just about be here in time for Christmas. If you wanted to buy a present for somebody, that is. Dog years. We had a conversation the other day, me and FF, my friend, talking about dog years. Because a lot of people think that dog years are all just one thing. So it's like 4 years to ours, our one, or 8 years to our one, whatever people say it is. And actually it's not. And you can go online, you can go, if you just go to Google or whatever and type in dog to human years, you get a little graph that comes up and you can type the years in. Bodhi, my little dog, is 9 on Christmas Day. So I type in 9 and then click years, because there's either month or years, 9 years, and then I find Collie in the list, Collie, 60, 60, and he is classed as a senior dog. And they do that so that you know what food to feed them and stuff like that, because maybe you don't want to be giving puppy food perhaps to a senior dog, whatever. But it's amazing, really. He runs around, like like there's no tomorrow. Runs around like the clappers, chasing his BALL. He's not even here, and I'm spelling ball. I've gone mad. Yeah, he runs around. The only thing that I've noticed is he gets tired now. More so, obviously I know him really, really well. But he does get more tired now than he ever used to. And if I think back 5, 6, 7 years, he would literally play ball. He could play for an hour, come in, have a little rest, and be at the door asking to go out again. It's like his recovery period was 5 minutes. Now he likes to have a few hours, and he normally lays on the couch and goes to sleep. Okay, so anyway, that's well, there he is there, look. What a little angel. I love him dearly. It's a lovely photograph, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, 60 on Christmas Day. I can't believe it, really. It's so sad, you know, that I said to a friend of mine, Sandy, fairly recently, he lost a couple of dogs, I think, last year. And I said that dogs are in our life for, you know, part of our life. And it's a real shame. But we are there for our dogs for all of their life. You know? So we've got to love them, got to cherish them while they're here. It's such a shame that they have such short lives. And I know, yes, okay, they've enjoyed their life and it's come to a natural end and all the rest of it. But, you know, I do wish, with little Bodie, I wish he could be in my life forevermore. You know, if I'm going to peg it when I'm 70 or 80 or 90, I wish that he could die on the same day. You know, that's what I wish. But it can't happen. So all we can do is love them, cherish them, give them a happy existence, and just be grateful and blessed that they were here for whatever amount of short time. That's what we got to do. Anyway, so all is going pretty well, apart from a bit of a pain in my stomach, and it's been there for 3 days currently as I'm making this. But hopefully, by the time I've finished all this, it'll be resigned to history. Let's hope so, anyway. Okay, I'll make a little bit more, and then we'll be drawing this to a close. But we'll see you in a bit. Cheers. Be well. Ta-da. Hello, so I just thought I'd show you roughly where we are. Got a beautiful, beautiful stream. Look at this old tree. This old black and white boy weeing everywhere. This huge, huge bank. Look at that. It's wonderful. There's a tree growing out of the stream, or river, or whatever we want to call it. How beautiful. Nice. Look at that. Wonderful. Well, he clearly gets lots of water, doesn't he, eh? I think he's doing well. Look at him. Nice. I'm going to show you the bark on that tree. Look at that. How wonderful. very tranquil. Love water. Very, very peaceful sounds. Okay. We will move on. Well, just thought I'd show you a little bit of peace. There's lots of bridges, as you can see. There's a bridge over there. Oh, what a wonderful little place. Nice, I really like it. It's got a beautiful peace about it, you know. I'm going to live there. Yeah, nice. Lots of wide open spaces. Lots of seagulls as well. Now, does that mean they're expecting wet weather at sea? I don't know. I was told something like that as a child. But then I was told all sorts of lies as a child. Okay. Gonna move on. Oh, look at them, there's loads. Wow, it's so nice to get out. It's unusual to see so many seagulls. Okay, I've never seen tree bark like this, so I thought I'd film it. See this? It goes in, out, undulating, in, out, in, out, in, out, all the way. I've never seen anything like that in my life. How strange. Anyway. Moving on. Hello. Okay, that's it. More or less. So we are coming to the end of the premiere. Hope you've enjoyed it. Been out and about. Done a few things. Okay, so I have a glorious painting to show you. Okay, it's a bit hippie. There we go. You can't really see it, but the orange pink has glitter and it sparkles, but this camera doesn't show how glorious this piece is. Okay, so this is on my eBay now. Okay, there we go. So that really is it. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being there. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've had a little chat. It's always nice to reconnect with people. And it's been a long time and I'm feeling pretty good. So that's why I decided I would do another premiere. Because it's been a while. But life is good and good gets better, as some old hippie says. So, you know, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Thank you for being there. And I'm off. Probably off to do a Slurpee. But thank you again. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for chatting if you did. Or if not, for those that just sit quietly, nice to have you there. And we'll be back another day. More art is on the way. Okay, take care. Thank you. Thank you very much. Be well. Ta-da. Cheers.